Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback's got it on the option. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. A quick throw out left, complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Red Wolves line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness.
On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The sack sets up 2nd down. They'll hand it off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Pitch to the back. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the first?
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get into the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Let's see what they can do here. Third down and goal from the 1. The pre-snap motion from the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, they come up short the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they got a couple good handful of two-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they can dial up.
So forget the tying field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive call. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. The kickoff team now set to move this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the throw deep downfield. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
That offensive coordinator. Choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hussein. Tackle made after a big gain.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
It's a shotgun run call. Great move there. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection of counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. This time it's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quarterback still with the football. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the single back takes the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And now the handoff. Fights through the tackler. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. We'll try to run it with the option. Has the first down and more. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
About time this offense gets going. It's a first and 10. Defense is coming after him. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
On first down, it's play action. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And the Red Wolves are in the red zone. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
It's an option look. A quick shoot. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. An inside give now from the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Throws a rocket toward the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Here's the option play. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Iowa. And the interception taken to the house. A big 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
These linebackers better put on their big boy pads today facing a big physical runner like this who can take hits and give them back. The only way they can stop this running back consistently is with multiple defenders trying to bring him down.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They're going to run the option. And the back gets the football. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your play.
Down he goes, a sack.
You better be careful with your backup quarterback. You got to protect him better. They've already lost the starting quarterback. They cannot afford another injury.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. The quarterback's got it on the option. Running with purpose. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Red Wolves will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
And the Red Wolves starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Arkansas State. A fumble return for 6.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets him a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Red Wolves will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. With the catch, it's Hussein. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Boy, this quarterback already has 2 touchdowns in this game, doing a great job of running the option. If I'm this defense coordinator, I'm making some tweaks to have to account for the quarterback in the run game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll try to run it with the option. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. And the offense recovers the fumble.
You know, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Here's the handoff. Can he reach the end zone? And he scores. Touchdown, Iowa. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
They'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes the lead 18, 35-17. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Powering through. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll try the option play here. Running through the tackle. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll run the option. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Red Wolves have first and 10 here. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. They're going to run the option. And they hand it off to the back. Finds room at the 30. They're able to get him down. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback's got it on the option. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Ball handed to the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Ranks up a 1st and 10. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. Ball handed off. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Red Wolves. So with playoff pressure, Dirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. Gabe moves the ball to the 40. It'll be a 1st down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Escapes the sack. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Oh, another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He'll set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll try the option play here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Crucial 3rd down play right here. It's an option look. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the 1st down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Short connection to the tight end here. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain and bring up 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, great call, Chris. You're still in your own territory, but more important in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So I'm fine with the call, and clearly it works out for him this time.
He's looking deep here. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. Fighting off the defender. The senior. After a short gain.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great